जब भी कोई इंजीनियर कॉलेज से पास आउट होता है तो उससे दो सवाल पूछे जाते हैं। पहला सवाल कि प्लेसमेंट हुआ या नहीं हुआ। दूसरा सवाल कि अगर प्लेसमेंट हुआ है तो कितना आपको पैकेज मिला है। तो इस वीडियो में हम देखते हैं कि एक इंजीनियर जब कॉलेज से पास आउट होता है तो उसको एक एवरेज पैकेज इन डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स वो कितना मिल रहा है, तो हम उसकी बात करेंगे। बट इस वीडियो में हम देखेंगे कि इस डेटा को आप यूपीएससी एग्जाम के लिए आप कैसे यूज़ कर सकते हो, तो वहाँ पर हमारा थोड़ा फोकस रहेगा। बट उस चीज़ पे जाने के लिए पहले हम समझते हैं कि डिफरेंट डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स में कितना आपको एक एवरेज सैलरी मिल रही है। क्लियर? दैट इज़ फॉर फ्रेशर्स एंड दैट इज़ इंजीनियर्स। क्लियर? सो आई होप जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स मेरे जो इंजीनियर्स हैं, ओके, उनको इस वीडियो में इंटरेस्ट होगा, प्लस जो नॉन इंजीनियर्स हैं उनको भी इस वीडियो में इंटरेस्ट होना चाहिए। क्लियर? तो अल्टीमेटली अगर हम बात करें ऑटोमोटिव सेक्टर की, तो ऑटोमोटिव सेक्टर में जो एवरेज पैकेज आपको मिल रहा है वो है 5.5 लाख पर एनम। Similarly, in aviation sector, the average package is 4.2 lakh per annum. Similarly, in telecom, it is 4 lakh per annum. Similarly, in IT, it is 3.9 lakh per annum. So you can see in IT, it is 3.9 lakh. So in the headline also it has been written, IT falls behind in freshers pay. So this news article I have taken from Financial Express. So you can also get from there. Even I'll put it on my Telegram channel. Okay. Next, if you see retail and e-commerce, it is 2.8 lakh per annum. Logistic, it is 2.7. BFSI, it is 2.6. Tourism oblique hospitality, it is 2.4. Clear? Manufacturing, it is 2.2 lakhs. And healthcare, it is 2.2 lakh per annum. So this you can see the condition in 2024. Clear? Now, from this data, what you can expect or analyze, that you can analyze four things. Number one, if you see the income earned by a person in non-skilled job versus the income earned by the person in skilled job is almost same. Okay, so you can see the non-skilled person is also these days earning 3 to 4 lakh per annum. Now these people are also earning the same income. So if you see the average of skilled jobs is 3.25 lakhs, okay, per annum. So this is what you can understand. So we can say that skilled versus non-skilled job income is almost same. So this is a concern for the economy, number one. Number two, if I talk about percentage change in freshers income from 2020 to 24, so in this 4 or 5 years, their income has increased by 36.33%. Now, if you see the people who are at the top level in these sectors, their income is increasing at this rate, okay, or you can say around 20 to 30%, okay, per year their income is increasing. But here in 5 years their income is increasing in this way. Clear? So this is what is the second thing. So we can analyze this thing that it is now going to increase income inequality, okay, in the economy. Third, what you can understand, now when we talk about, you can say, income of these people. So if their income is right now this, so inflation is also there. Okay, so we can say whatever they are earning, their income is, or you can say they get spent or spend on essential items. So it means they are left with very less amount in their bank balance in the form of saving rate. So you can say the value of money get eroded due to inflation also. So this is the third concern. Fourth, our country is looking to become Viksit Bharat by 2047. Now to become Viksit Bharat, or you can say developed country, the criteria to define yourself as a developed country is per capita income. So the right now the per capita income is 12,000 to $15,000 per person. So that is what per capita income that should be. Now, if we go by this trend, no doubt, we cannot achieve our per capita income criteria. Although this criteria of per capita income 12,000 to $15,000 per year is right now. So by 2047 this criteria will also increase. So it means it will be very difficult for India to ensure inclusive development, or you can say inclusive growth. So these are the four concerns. Clear? So similarly, if you see that right now we are talking about doubling of farmer income. So if we continue this trend, so no doubt in future we are going to talk about doubling of engineers income. Clear? So this is what you have to understand. So what is my suggestion is here, that with respect to skilled jobs, okay, salaries or pay scale must be as per skills, or you can say we have to follow skill based pay scale. So this is what is right now need of the hour. Second, there should be performance based incentives also. Then only you can say we can increase the income of engineers. Clear? So this is what most of the company must do, and government must also ensure that ki companies are using these two parameters. So this is about this video. So I hope you understood that how you have to use the data for your UPSC exam, because if question comes on inclusive growth, or you can say income inequality, okay, there you can use this information. So I hope you learn something. So we'll meet soon. Till then, Jai Hind and have a nice day.